Montezuma's Curse. Oh, they finally released this thing. Call of the Gods of Old and a Montezuma's Curse Mastercraft bundle. Includes a functional kill tracker. Oh yeah, I saw this. It actually has a troll face on the bottom right there. You can kind of see it. It's got this pretty cool looking bullfrog, honestly, but I don't really know how I feel about trying to use a bullfrog. The AUG, I mean, 100% people use it, but that is not the Ultra. So, I mean, maybe we could try and put it on our class here and see what we can do with it. I really wish I could use the Cold War weapons in the Modern Warfare multiplayer. That would have been so much... I would have loved to just sit there on shipment for another year straight and just show off these weapons, but instead I have to play BR in order to even see it. I could get on I obviously jumped onto Warzone now with all of the, you know, stuff going on and potentially having a new map come and all that stuff, and with the sheer amount of, or lack of, content with Cold War, multiple occasions, I got a lot of support on those Cold War videos. 100% I could go back and play it. It's just like, I know if and when I do go back and play it, just why? So, Bullfrog Mayan Malediction. Got a task force barrel on it, which is absolutely horrible. So if we change it, it actually messes up the weapon. Oh no. Fast point reflex, duster stock for slide speed, 85 round magazine, so it hurts our ADS. Oh man, the recoil control is basically non-existent. Oh, what is this? What does it look like when we try to build it just like, quote, correctly here? In solos, I probably don't even need that 65 round mag. I could just leave that normal, so rear grip will go with... Do any of these rear grips even work on this? I don't think so. Go with the 5 milliwatt on here, yeah, that's fine. And we can put the wire stock... Like, it just completely destroys the way that the weapon even looks in general. What does it look like with the camo on it, maybe? What the fuck? Okay, so let's just put it back to what it was before. Okay, here's the original thing. So now what does it look like with the camo on it? Nothing? I can try to use it, but I highly doubt I can even have a video with it in the title. No one gives a fuck about the Bullfrog, and even if they did, it's like... That UFC yesterday disrespected the card by saying I don't know any of the fights that were going on that card yesterday. When I mentioned it, I only mentioned the main event because I figured, you know, if I do bring up the other people anyway, most people, they're not paying attention. So anyway, I only mentioned the main event, Bilal Muhammad versus Leon Edwards, and that whole card leading all the way up to the main event was actually a banger. Like, the fights were great, there were finishes, there were good back and forths, there were fights of the night, people were swanging and banging. Shit was cool. And then we get to the main event, okay? And Leon versus Bilal in the main event here, and it seems pretty decently matched at the start, although the longer the fight went, it seemed like Leon started finding more and more and more. He ended up landing a head kick on Bilal, ended up cutting him up on the side too as well after the head kick, rocking him a little bit, landing some good shots. Numbers-wise, Leon was winning by like 10 to 15 strikes, something like that, significant. And basically, going into the next round, I think it was, they only fought for a few minutes, and Leon ended up, when he threw a kick, kind of threw his hand out there and ended up eye-poking Bilal real bad, to the point to where, like, Bilal was, like, screaming in agony that, like, he can't see and all this shit. It was really, really bad to watch, man. It was so awful. Like, it's crazy I can sit here and watch a sport where people are, like, trying to knock each other senseless, but as soon as someone's finger goes into someone's eye and I see someone realize that they could potentially be blinded, shit's terrible. The good news is, though, talking about his eye anyway, to just kind of, you know, make people feel a little bit better, is he is getting his vision back. He's obviously gonna have to recover and stuff, but he made a post and everything saying his vision is coming back.
Ain't no way.
It was heartbeat sensing me. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Like, I wish a lot of the weapons weren't so lethal to where, like, if I just cross, like, at a bad point at some point, I wouldn't just die immediately for it. But at the same time, I can't find any money, and I'm afraid to, like, keep going back in and testing my luck, so... I'm gonna grab a recon. This is why I never have any of the good shit, none of the fun gameplays, because I'm always doing no momentum. Over, like, 50 people are dead, man. He's hiding, but I know that he's definitely going to want to go to that buy, so I'm going to go back over there and test him. He thinks he's safe. He's going to try and forget about me, and I'm back. All right, never mind. This guy wants some. Let me... This game is so boring whenever you don't have any of the momentum or whatever. Like, I just get so... I don't know. I've been getting better with the gunfights and shit, but... I'm gonna go to my loadout, I guess. I don't know. These guys are just running from me. Shooting at me. 2 people I was already fucking breaking. The seat swapping, shitting on them, and they're just running for their lives. Scared, man. And it's crazy, too, because I'm gonna make all this noise pulling up to this thing, and I'm just gonna die as soon as I grab it. Never mind. It's crazy, though, because now I'm gonna have this Mayan malediction, and all I'm gonna do is just lose the first gunfight that I get into with it. No doubt in my mind. Guy's sniping at me, so I can't check that, and someone's close to me, I can't. Oh man, nightmare. He would break my shit. The fact that people like go out of their way to disable vehicles and shit is just so... I'm in such a bad position. Any of these snipers ends up seeing me out here, I'm fucked. Surprisingly, with the task force thing, I'm gonna die doing this, but this thing with the task force on it is surprisingly has no recoil. There are literally no vehicles anywhere that are operable. I'm in the middle of downtown. No UAV. People are definitely ghosted. Someone's hard spectating me. I got 4 whole kills for this to show for all my hard work.
Request recon fire.
Well, I don't know if he wants to challenge me anymore after that, so... Ghost has gotta go. You gotta get rid of Ghost. This guy had sat over top of me that entire time. Nothing happening inside of his brain, nothing. He just sat there. So this guy pulled up over here, took my vehicle. He's either gonna be sitting in those buildings, or he just called those in. I'm out. Thank you, Rando Bob, I guess. Somebody died up here, but apparently no one's up here. Did I get my car back? That might have been the guy. And I get shot by another burst weapon. It's so sick, man. This game's fucking meta is awesome. This is just about as bad as the DMR meta, I'm about to say. It's about as bad as the DMR meta. No one doing anything, everyone just sitting around hiding with ghosts with burst silenced weapons. Just no brain activity whatsoever. So low IQ, low effort, low everything. To be fair, that little bullfrog, I mean, it doesn't do the most damage the fastest, but top 3 scenario, able to get in a nice, quiet little location. So he has the advantage over the other players. He's super high IQ stuff, just sitting and waiting for people to walk by unsuspectingly so you can kill them in literally just a few milliseconds. Hey, make it so armor has like 600 HP. Yeah, I mean, that's the bullfrog. Only got a few kills with it, but actual blueprint itself, I mean, it looks cool. It's just, it's a bullfrog, so, you know.